Hello, this is BioShut. I am doing a review of my first review of one of the latest Knights of the Old Republic or Star Wars: The Old Republic kits. A bit of a history lesson as well. The main history lesson involves this guy. Year 1 LEGO Star Wars over 10 years ago. X-Wing. This was one of the earliest kits out there. They have done a umpteen remakes of this set. You know, high quality set. Still has some of the. The only problem with this one is that I had it glued together with some actual glue that the LEGO company uses, so all the pieces are kind of stiff or way too loose. For example, R2 here is really stiff. And as you can see, the basic style has not changed in over 10 years. I have the Luke Skywalker out, but all the doors do open, all the wings parts come undone. And when this came out, we had a little wheel that had all these little parts on. This is an oil can. Other stuff is on my wall of LEGO Star Wars memorabilia. As you can see there, I'll get into those in the first. Now this piece I just dusted off because, well, it has a very piece that I love to see, that it's a throwback that's been thrown back into, which is this little window, this little canopy. As you can see, if I pull this off, oop, that's easy to fix. Canopies are almost identical. This one's more shiny, brand new. About the same size. Pretty much the exact same. So, how's that for getting your brain in a twist? Now this is the Knights of the Old Republic kit model 9497 Jedi Starfighter. I don't know the exact part count, but as you can see, they're about the same. They're close in size. As well, put down for a second just to fix the R2 unit. It's a very fine finagling. The only problem we had, this is the first kit I ever glued together with a glue that's used by LEGO Masters called Pro Weld. I did this because when I was young, I got diabetes, and I love Star Wars, and found out George Lucas had diabetes. This was the first kit I got, actually the second version of my first kit. The first kit I took apart. Most of the parts are in the drawers that you see down there, hidden behind the display board and all that other stuff. You see in the background there my Malevolence. The hard hat is not really a hard hat, it's a LEGO promotional product. All of these parts. And that white space, and that big white space in the upper left corner right there is where this guy normally sits. And a very pain in the ass to get him down, but it was worth it. Now back onto the actual kit that we're talking about. The kit is a nice weight, lightweight, about 5 ounces. Small, like all new ones, it comes with the flick fire missiles and guns, of course. Flick fire missiles are just basically, most of these parts you see for these things are not that new. These little flick fire parts are somewhat new to me. Don't have every set, so I don't know what year these came out. But you know, that came out in 98, 99, when Phantom Menace came out, is when LEGO started working with Star Wars, Lucasfilm. So yeah, this is what it looks like in flight mode. These guns, these wingtip guns, fold out and in. It's a very simple mechanism, so you close them down. It works quite well. So yeah, there's that. Here's the instructions. Probably these instructions done by LEGO And what I'll say later on in some of these other videos is that over there, behind that Hayabusa helmet and that blue fan, is a Mega Bloks helicopter. And yes, it's probably the sturdiest helicopter I've ever seen done by Mega Bloks, but it still sucks. It's still not as good as these guys. The bricks there are not as good as these guys, as you can see. This thing is held together. This thing is held together without any glue. The tank there, most of these things are without glue. That was glued on purpose. Yeah. And you see some other Lego stuff. The Y-wing with the mini Y-wing. The Bionicle. Those Technic stuff. Can't say enough about how much I love this stuff. Kit instructions are very straightforward. It comes with 3 characters: the Jedi Padawan, and if I can find them. Ah, yes, the Havoc Trooper with BFG laser gun and a little small T-something series astromech droid, which stands up on its little perch like that. And those you don't fit with the thing, and as always, as every normal Lego kit, has spare parts. For the spare parts, all I do is I just find a way to use spare parts as I can. Normally I don't usually put them on kits, but what I did for this thing is I actually just basically evened it out. See, what I did was they had 2 extras of these, I think. See in the video image. No. Actually, I forgot what I did to upgrade this. Huh. Must have been something really, really minor. This one didn't have any extra parts at the time. You see, there's an old train kit. I missed a 9-volt battery. I just my 9-volt electric power system. And there's my Malevolence. You can see, I got a lot of collection of Lego Star Wars. Most of it's the early years. For example, Clone Turbo Tank. Not Turbo Tank. Old Train Transport. AAT droid. One of the early model TIE Fighters. 2nd generation TIE Fighter. Clone Turbo Tank. R2 Astromech Technic and Pit Droid Astromech Technic. Battle Red Tank, Clone Turbo Tank. This one I got a few years back. Hang on. And what I did for this is that it came with a second antenna. So basically, I did is I just basically evened it out. It made it more symmetrical because I like evening out parts. That's all I did. Whereas on the Malevolence, it came with like 5 extra parts. I just put them together in my spare parts bins, which are crammed with what used to be properly sorted, but now are just crammed full of belts, memorabilia from Comic-Con, and other extraneous crap. So forgive me, but yeah. Yes, I know there's a little guy. For example, extraneous crap. My whole Lego shurikens. And Lego gear system. Bionicle extra Bionicle parts. Life on Mars drum. Bionicle, another history of it. Bionicle wasn't the first set to come out like that. One of the first boats. Really dark out back part of a cockpit. Extra Bionicle. Xamarin Sphere launcher. Oh, I wonder where that went. This is goes to the that thing right there. Not this. That. The sub used in Episode 1 Phantom Menace, which I know some of you don't like that movie out there in the world. Prequel haters. When I first saw it, I liked it. It was great for a movie for kids. Again, that's all where the technical parts go. All that stuff. It's supposed to be yellow and orange, but it's not. Black has a lot of Mindstorms in it. Train kits. Can't see very well because of the light. Here. Train parts. Another Bionicle kit. Late series Bionicle. My Bionicle collection. See, my collection, part of the mess, but yeah. It's messy. Some of you that know me, I've said in the past that my room is messy. You don't want to go in it. This explains why. Now that's Comic-Con exclusive. That was given to me by a friend years ago. Some of these are not part of the collection, like the Halo 3 cup from Burger King, the Gentex lightweight helicopter helmet from Coast Guard. No, I'm not in the service. American flag, and the most out of nowadays could be considered an old Mickey Mouse ears. Crappy Ruby's Vader helmet, take apart. You don't see this one a lot anymore. And a couple of Lego M&M Star Wars Chocolate Empire. Some toys, some toothpaste stuff. Yeah, I did a toothpaste campaign. Some of the actual toys, little minifigure diorama pieces, reproductions of the old 1970s Kenner toys.